Good morning. It is a beautiful Friday morning in Montreal, and today I wanted to do something different than just sitting at my computer and working all day. I wanted to super clean my entire apartment, but there's a reason behind why I want to massively clean my place. So if you are not into witchy nonsense at all, I'm going to put a nice little timestamp here somewhere so that you can jump ahead to that sweet cleaning motivation. But if you want to stick around for a second, we're going to get into some delightful witchy woo-woo right now. So quick backstory, I was always into sort of that dark and occultic stuff since the time I was a little kid. It's always been a big deal in my family to celebrate Halloween, even more so than, say, Christmas. I loved The Nightmare Before Christmas more than any other movie, other than maybe The Little Mermaid. And as a teenager, I discovered the New Age and occult section at my local Chapters bookstore, and I had a field day learning about how magic can be a real thing. So I'm not sure exactly when it happened, but somewhere around like my early 20s, I sort of stopped practicing it. I was still interested in occult type things. I still like that dark aesthetic. I'm still goth, but I didn't stop reading tarot, and I didn't do any spell casting or anything anymore. And then very recently, I don't know, something came over me. I just started getting back into it. I picked up my tarot deck again, and if you saw the last vlog, you would know that I've worked that into my daily morning routine. I pick a card for every morning, and it becomes part of my journaling ritual. And I also started listening to the podcast Witchy, which is amazing. If you have not heard it yet and you're into this kind of thing, check it out. Alicia and Tara are the hosts, and they are hilarious and adorable. Highly recommend it. So while getting back into this witchy goodness, I've had some sort of interesting experiences lately, which I can get into in another whole video. If you're interested, that could be a thing. But basically, seeing as I'm becoming a little bit more open to the possibility of things, whether or not I 100% believe in these things, I just want to sort of cover my bases and make sure I'm not accidentally inviting anything creepy into my life or into my house. So I thought doing a nice smoke cleansing ritual. Quick PSA from future editing Cady. White sage is traditionally used in the spiritual practices of some indigenous peoples, and I've recently learned that because of some BB witches like myself, it has become overharvested, which is obviously damaging to our planet and the cultures who need it. Oh, and be sure not to use the term smudging unless that's specifically what you're doing. Smudging refers to a specific traditional spiritual practice, while smoke cleansing is something all witches can do. So while I used white sage in this video, I won't be doing so in future unless I can grow my own. Alternatives to white sage for smoke cleansing could be dried herbs, incense, or even cinnamon sticks, depending on the intention and energy you want to express. I'll link an article in the description with some more information and ideas for alternatives to white sage. But okay, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Smoke cleansing ritual would be a good idea for my apartment. My mom always taught me to do this when I move into new places, but I think because when I moved here, I was sort of in the height of my staunch atheism, I just didn't do it. And now I feel like I regret it. So I'm gonna do that today, but what I also want to do is give my space a really good actual physical clean and organize as well. Because, I mean, I don't know about you, if my space is cluttered, my brain is cluttered. Like, if there is mess, my thoughts are a mess. So lately, especially in quarantine, let's just say my thoughts are a mess. We're gonna fix that. So that's basically that. I have a giant checklist of things I want to get done today. So let's roll it into a giant truck driving by. Perfect. Why is there so much traffic? I'm gonna have to re-record all of this. So I have a giant checklist of things I want to get done. Oh, there's so many trucks. I chose the wrong time to record this. So I have a giant checklist of things I want to get done today before we get to that smoke cleansing. So let's roll it into that sweet cleaning motivation.